If I got a penny to predict how last week's games would go, I'd probably be a millionaire. Welcome to Harry is Harry News, the only fake news outlet out there, and we're proud of that fact. And that's the only fact you're gonna hear today on this channel. Guys, what was last week? I thought I would be good. I even said that it was probably the easiest week yet of picking NFL teams. And then I got smacked in the booty a little bit. They set me straight, you know. They disciplined me for not thinking hard enough about it, and that's on me. That's on me, really. And I, as a matter of fact, insulted my coin again too many times. My coin had a better week than me, guys. I don't know how to feel about that. I got beat by my own coin. Guys, I'm not sure if this is completely factual. I guess I could always check. This is my first week where I had more losses than I had wins, which is stinky poo-poo. So if we look at my account, I'm 73 for 47. Still not bad record. I'm heavily dropping in rank though. I used to be above the 300,000 mark. Now I'm below that threshold. I'm 340,000. That's where my rank stands. I'm in about the top 75% threshold, which like 2 weeks ago I was at 85%. And so it just feels bad, guys. I'm dropping fast. We need to get back on pace here. My coin, on the other hand, is keeping its lead it has on itself. Remember, all we're trying to do to prove this season, I'm trying to get my coin to have above 500 record and also beat these NFL experts, which we'll get to them in 1 second. Let's look at my coin. About 10 wins over its losses right now. It's climbing in rank. It was closer to 50% the past 2 weeks ago, and now it's closer to 57%. It's getting up to 60%. It's actually kind of catching up to me, which feels a little bad. It feels icky, right? Like, I don't want my coin to catch up to me. That means I'm ass, right? We had another week of craziness. Let's take a look at it. Guys, I can never get my Thursday night pick right. I don't know what it is. I'm cursed or something. And frankly, I was an idiot for not picking the Chargers, right? Like, there's so many people picking Chargers. I thought it was going to be a closer game. I actually didn't know Carson Wentz was injured. Maybe that's my fault. I actually didn't think the Dolphins had a flying chance to win, but then the Falcons impressed me with how bad they are. The Ravens did good without Lamar Jackson. I thought the team was literally just Lamar Jackson, but I guess they can score points. 49ers, their injuries seem to be catching up with them. All right, that's my excuse for them. Bengals shouldn't have lost to the Jets. What are we doing? Bengals can beat the Steelers, but they can't beat the Jets. Is kind of crazy. I'm not even upset that I picked that wrong. Same thing with the Dolphins. Like, it was just common sense to pick Bengals. I was pretty impressed with how good the Broncos defense did get towards the Cowboys. Cowboys are allegedly the best offense in the NFL right now, but apparently not. I guess not. They're kind of dog water. And then also I picked Steelers over Packers just because I don't know if my heart could take it if I picked the Packers for this as well and then they lost. Because not only are the Packers losing, I'm also losing another point on this sheet, but at least the Packers won, right? And so if you think your eyes are deceiving you, no. I only got 6 picks right. I went 6 for 7 last week. My coin picked the Dolphins to win, which was crazy ass poll. Picked the Ravens to win. Cool as hell. Texans to win. Picked this poor sweet Giants. Rest in peace, Cam Scatterboo. And they picked the Packers to win, and they won. So good job, coin. And they also got 6 wins. Okay, I thought they had 7 wins, but I forgot to pick Commanders for Monday night. I thought I picked Chiefs. They went 6 for 7. So me and my coin tied this last week, which my coin is expected. 6 for 7 is like 50-50. Well, me, I'm a human. I should have done better. Let's look at how our experts did, though. Our buddy Pete stepped it up this week. He did better than we thought he'd all do. He went 9 for 4, all right? Subtracting his best bet. And Kyle, he went 6 for 7. I'm such a boomer, I didn't even realize now. My coin went 6 for 7. I went 6 for 7. And look at my boy Kyle, he went for 6 for 7. Hell yeah, guys. That's what I'm talking about, all right? That's what I'm talking about. And so Kyle matched me and my coin. Pete did quite good this week for how crazy it was. And I mean, that's just Pete. He's a wild card, I guess. He's a wild card. He goes for the crazy ass picks, and most of the time he's wrong. All right, so let's compare their records, their overalls compared to me and my coin. First of all, yours truly, I am 73 out of 120 games. That gives me about 61% accuracy, which I was closer to 66% for a while in the beginning of the season. I'm starting to drop down, stumble down. Upsetting. Honestly, I want to be higher. I really want to get back up there. And this week, I gotta show what I'm made of, right? I gotta prove I know ball again, right? I have to at least prove I'm better than the experts. My coin is 49 out of 88. Remember, we didn't start initially at the beginning of the season for my coin. We started it a couple weeks later. Is that cocaine? Fuck yeah. Anyways, my coin's at 50, almost 56% accuracy. It's catching up to me. I'm dropping down and my coin is going up. Honestly, a little scary that I'm about to get beat by a coin that is catching up to me. But what's even more scary is that our experts, first we'll go for Kyle's record. He is 63 out of 120 games. He's 52%, 53% accurate. That's below my coin. He's less accurate than my coin that I'm flipping. And then our sweet Pete. Let's take a look at our sweet Pete. Our boy Pete, he's doing slightly better by literally 1 win he's doing better than Kyle, which is still only like 53%. That's still worse off than my coin, about 2-3%. My coin's doing better. He's sticking into it. I love it. I love my coin so much. I'm sorry I said anything bad about you last week. Now that we got through all the numbers and everything, let's take a look at the power rankings. And they're not as pretty as they used to be by FanDuel, because I think they got flamed too hard off of Twitter. They're too afraid to post their power rankings because they get flamed so hard for how bad it is. And really, it's not improving. Looking at it this week, it is not improving. And you might want to protect the billion-dollar sportsbook. Oh, Harry, please don't lay into it, FanDuel, too hard. They're just trying their best. Oh, Harry, don't lay into FanDuel. Shut up, dude, shut up. Shut up. If I may remind you, our experts are paid by FanDuel. A little bit of their paycheck, maybe a little bit, a lot of it, I'm not sure. I don't get to see the books. But they do get paid by FanDuel. They get sponsored by FanDuel. Their best show is sponsored by FanDuel. The show where they tell you the allegedly best bets to make in sportsbooks, and they're sponsored by the sportsbook FanDuel, and then these guys suck at picking. Like I said, like I was showing you earlier, the coin is better than these guys. The coin is currently better than these guys at picking. So that's why we don't like FanDuel here, all right? I'm not saying they're making bad predictions on purpose, all right? I'm just saying that they're bad at picking. A college student that needs to use Google Maps to find the nearest McDonald's is currently better at picking football games than these NFL experts, one that I think played for the NFL. I don't know. I don't really look in their background. I don't care that much. I'm just saying they're doing worse than not only me, but a coin flip. They're doing worse than a coin flip currently. So let's make fun of their power rankings. First, they have Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, they're back to the of Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs. I don't get how they're all the way up here. The Chiefs are what? Aren't they like 5-3? The Chiefs have 3 losses at least, right? They have at least 3 losses, which is crazy. The Bills have at least 2 losses. What about the Green Bay Packers? What about the Colts? The Colts should not be 5. The Colts should be number 1. They've proven themselves so well. Packers should be above at least. Buffalo Bills should move down. My top 3 right now are Colts, Packers, and Lions. You can kind of move them around in the order you want. I'm fine with that. But that's like the ones that need to be up there. Not the Bills, not the Chiefs. Move them down. What are you thinking, FanDuel? You're crazy. I can't believe you have the Eagles in number 12. The Eagles are not in the top 10 currently. When they had a dominating last 2 games, they're second in the NFC right now. You're going to put them 12th? That's crazy. That's crazy pill. You're taking crazy pills. The Houston Texans had like what, one good game, maybe two good games recently, but they're still kind of sucking. They're still sucking, and you put them 9. Like, you know, I don't get it personally. I don't get it. These teams, Rams, Broncos, Patriots, all seem to fit around there. Seahawks need to move up over Texans. Frankly, I think the 49ers are a little too low, but maybe just because of their injuries, they're falling down plays. I understand that they're kind of tumbling right now. They're getting all injured. I, for one, can't believe you have the Baltimore Ravens at number 29 after last week's performance. They did super good against the Chicago Bears without Lamar Jackson. Now they're getting Lamar Jackson back, and they're actually favored to win their division right now against the Steelers that are all the way up in 16. They're favored to win, actually. The Ravens are favored to win. To put them lower than the Jets, the Giants, the Dolphins, the Saints, to just put them this low, along with the Bengals. Bengals really aren't that terrible. They have like at least an offense, right? Like, they should be moved up to this like 24-25 range. Man, I just don't get it. Frick FanDuel. We gotta get to our pickings though. It's time to get on our pickings. We gotta do better than these goobers, all right? Look at them. They're so smug. They won last week, all right? They beat me last week. Mentally, physically, they could probably beat me up. And really, I'm not here to stand for it. We're gonna go into my picks, actually. It's time for week 9, baby. Kicking off with Thursday Night Football. Guys, I do not have a good record of Thursday Night Football in the recent history. Lost this one, picked Vikings over Chargers. Lost this one, picked Steelers over Bengals. Lost this one, picked Eagles over Giants. Lost this one, Rams over 49ers. You have to go back to week 4 when I last won a Thursday Night Football. And I think that sets the tone for the week, because I lose that one, and then look at my week went. Not good. All right, so we got to lock in with this week 9 pick. A lot of people picking Ravens over Dolphins, especially Lamar Jackson is going to be back. Really, I think I have to go with the crowd on this one, get back on track, get my crowd straight. I kind of want to go Dolphins for a cheeky pick, being how good they did last week, but also that was against the Falcons. The Falcons are so hit or they're so miss. You know, like they either whiff really hard, which is actually most of the time, or they just randomly lock in and start doing good, playing like an actual NFL team. But we got to go Ravens here just to get back on track. Next, we got a closer match here. We got Bengals versus Bears. I think Bears are just overall stronger team. I think I'm going to pick them to actually beat the Bengals. Yeah, Bengals just don't really have a defense. Bears at least have somewhat of a defense, I think. And that's what it comes down to for really my pick. Next, Lions over Vikings. That's kind of the easiest choice to make. Next is Packers versus Panthers. I think this is going to be a closer split than it's alleging right here. It gives Panthers 3% chance of making it, but the Panthers aren't terrible. They're 4-4 right now, and the Packers know how to make close games out of games that should not be close. But I gotta stick with Packers here. It just makes sense. Packers gonna win. Chargers should win against Titans. I totally forgot that Justin Herbert was a dog. Last week, guys, I totally forgot Justin Herbert was a dog, and this week I remembered he's a dog, so he's gonna beat the Titans. Titans have no chance, honestly, against the dog himself. Patriots versus Falcons. After last week's performance, you'd think the Falcons are all just randomly going to be really good this week, and you might be right. I don't think anyone actually has a good idea if they're going to be good or not this week, but I think the Patriots have been consistent. Drake May, he's kind of a dog too. He's kind of got it, huh? He's kind of got an arm to him, a little bit of accuracy maybe. Good boy. Good boy, Drake May. Patriots gonna win that one. Then we got 49ers versus Giants. Two teams that are injured out of their freaking minds. I think if the Giants had Scadaboo this week, I think the Giants would actually have the odds, which is crazy that Scadaboo in his rookie year has that much effect on a team that people would actually probably pick the Giants over the 49ers this week if Scadaboo wasn't injured. But because he is, and 49ers have Christian McCaffrey, which seems to be about 95% of their team. These two teams are just heavily running based, I guess, is what I'm, kind of putting the pieces together. They got good quarterbacks. They got good players and stuff. The runners are just out of their mind. The running backs, Christian McCaffrey, Scadaboo. But Scadaboo's gone. That's why I'm going 49ers. Just give it to CMC. He's going to do the whole work for all of Sunday. Next, you got Colts versus Steelers. Anything the Packers can do, the Colts can do better. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm thinking. Steelers got beat up. Maybe they want some revenge, maybe they want to go back and get with it. But the Colts right now, like I said, I think they're #1 ranked team right now. They're top of the AFC. They have the best record in the entire NFL. Almost every player on the Colts scored 30+ points for fantasy last week against the Titans. It just makes sense to go with Colts here. Next, we got Broncos versus Texans. Broncos are finally getting that solidity, like a solid poop, It's like nice and firm, no wiping, great overall. Good poop, both thumbs up. You don't even have to wash your hands if you don't feel like it. Those are the Broncos right now. That's how good they're doing. I don't know if that metaphor, analogy makes any sense. Texans are more of like a diarrhea. Like, sure, it feels good coming out. Sure, it feels good, but it's just going to be messy. You hear it plopping, plop, plop, plop. It's going to splash back at you. So Texans are messy right now. They're yucky. And maybe they've been good recently. Maybe, it's like, hey, I've been kind of constipated, so it's nice to have a little bit of flow in my stool. Little diarrhea can be good, but a lot of diarrhea, it's gonna be too bad. That's why I'm thinking Texans are not gonna be that good because of my analogy. Broncos, that solid poop, no wipe. Texans are almost like a double flusher, dude. Not because it's that much poop, just because you have to use so much toilet paper after. Like, dude, I need to buy a bidet. I really need a bidet. The Jaguars probably beat the Raiders. That makes sense to me in my book. They had a bye week. Raiders, I don't know what the fuck they did this week. Frankly, I don't really care. Raiders are off my radar right now. The Radars are not on the radars right now. The Rams, though. Rams are on the radar. The Rams are ramming it, all right? Saints are not going to win against the Rams. Rams are just strong. I think they get Puka Nacua back, which is perfect because I have Devontae Adams on fantasy football, so he's not going to get all the 1-yard touchdowns anymore. Or maybe he will. I don't know. We'll see. But Rams are going to win it. And we got the Chiefs versus Bills. Tricky. This is going to be a tricky one, huh? I think it makes sense for the Chiefs. Oh, you see that? It doesn't want me to pick the Chiefs. Trust me, I don't want to pick the Chiefs either. A bunch of cheating fools, if you ask me. But I think the Chiefs can pull it off against Josh Allen. Bills beat the Chiefs last year, but not in the playoffs, right? They played each other for the AFC Cup championship. I just think Chiefs have a solid defense, while the Bills don't. Josh Allen's a slinger, but also Patrick Mahomes is a slinger, right? It's going to paddle the quarterbacks. But I think the Chiefs are just a lot stronger on defense. We'll maybe get some stops from Josh Allen from pushing forward. So we're going to see on that. Seahawks or Commanders? I think I'm going to go Seahawks. Seahawks make sense. Commanders don't make sense, all right? I don't need to pull out the poop analogy again. I think Seahawks win this. And then Cowboys just makes more sense over the Cardinals. I'd like the Cardinals to win. I love the Cardinals. They keep making these one close. Let's go for it. Let's go for the upset. All the Cardinals losses have been this close and in the fourth quarter. I'm judging Cardinals come back from this bye week, and they're coming strong out of the gate. They're ready. They're ready to take on Dak Prescott and his crazy offense. I think Cardinals got this. This is the upset I'm looking for. They're going to score 45 points combined. Beautiful. I love it. Now, it is time for my coin, the best part of this video. All right. Remember, guys, as usual, as always, heads are going to be for the home team. Tails is going to be for the away team. That's just how I made it at the beginning. Doesn't make sense to switch it anytime soon. We got our trusty old Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln, I need an apology. We need a one-on-one. You don't have to look at me. I can feel your anger. It's radiating. I'm sorry. I really am. I didn't mean to make fun of your choices last week, and we both got the same record. We got the same score. Like, we tied. And I was looking down on you, like I was gonna be better than you, and it just didn't work out. So I'm sorry, man. Just don't make me look like a fool anymore, alright? Don't make me look like a fool! Don't make me look like a fool, man! Don't make me do it! I'll do it! I'll fucking do it! Look, man, we don't have to resort to violence. I knew this would give you PTSD. I don't know why I chose to do it. You're my friend, Mr. Lincoln, Mr. Penny. I love you. But if you make me look bad in front of our viewers, we're gonna have trouble, alright? We're gonna go for an old trip down memory lane, pal, alright? Maybe I'll proclamate your brain out of that fucking skull of yours, man. Got it? Alright, let's get to your picks. Gosh, why is it being so difficult today? Alright, and he's going for tails off the bat. He's going Ravens over Dolphins. I like it. I love it. I smell it. Smells good. Smells like a penny. Next, we're going tails again. 2 tails games. Ravens and Bears. That's what I picked. Hey, I think someone was listening. I think someone was listening to me. Heads, we going Lions over Vikings. I think you was listening, Mr. Lincoln. Oh, Mr. Lincoln. Going for the Packers. I love it. I love it. Heads and then tails. The first 5 games, ladies and gentlemen, we are so back. He's picking the first 5 teams I picked to win. We're like best friends now, aren't we? All because I threatened you. I put a gun to your head, and he's going for Patriots over Falcons. This is so sweet. Guys, we are so back. We had a bad week last week. We're so back. We're going tails. We're going 49ers over Giants. We're staying consistent. We're saying 2 pairs, buddy. Tails again. We're going Colts over Steelers. What is this coin? What is this coin? Who are you? Who are you, Lincoln? Who are you? We're going Texans. Dude, did you even listen to my poop analogy? You hear the fucking poop analogy? Texans are diarrhea, man. What are you doing? Making me look bad, man. I said they're diarrhea, and you're going for it. You're gonna pick them? I can't with you right now. I can't, all right? We can't do this anymore. Mom said we can't. I love you. After we're done recording, okay? After, not before, not during. After we're done recording. Stop looking so good. And then we are going heads. We are going heads for the Raiders. The Raiders? First we got cheeky with the Texans. Next we got cheeky with the Raiders. But like I said, coin knows best, alright? Coin knows best. I can't step on his toes. Abe Lincoln doesn't have any toes, as you can see. But I can't step on him. Then he's getting back on track. He's going Rams over Saints. I think even the coin would be stupid to pick Saints over Rams, right? And then we're going heads again. We are going to do Bills over Chiefs. Really, I don't think there's a bad pick to go for either one. I think this is going to be the best game of the week, as everyone's probably saying. This would be a fun game to watch. He's going Bills, I'm going Chiefs. That's going to make it fun watch for me and Penny. We're going to love watching it together. Then he's going to go tails. He's going to put Seahawks over Commanders. I'm liking that. And then finally, we're going tails. We're going to go Cardinals over Cowboys. That's what I picked. Wow, I think we only had 3 different picks. We had this one. Yeah, we had 3 different picks. Everything else, Coin and I are like in sync on. And of course, down below, we're going to do 69 points. Why not, huh? 6-7. Why not? Why should we not? I think that's going to be a good score to put down. So we're going to see how we do this week. I'm pretty confident now. Like I said, my coin's catching up to me. But Coin and I, we have the same pick. So we either both do good or we both hug each other and cry if we do really bad this week. I'm feeling confident. I also feel confident every week. So I think I have a confidence issue. I think I'm overly confident. I think I need to get that checked out by a therapist because I might just jump off a cliff. Feeling like I'm made of steel after I had a nice little solid shit. Anyways, I gotta go shit again. Maybe that's why it's all in my head right now. I just can't stop thinking about it. Let me get real quick. Let me. All right, guys. Let's have a solid, clean fight. Hey, let's have some sportsmanship, guys. All right? Let's do good. Let's do. I think we're going to have a good week. I think we're getting along well. May the best better win. All right. May the best better win. Love you guys. You guys are great. Number one. You guys will be number one. See you guys next week. Goodbye. 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 If you're watching this video and all my picks didn't do it, then check to make sure I'm okay. Make sure I've posted in the last week or two and not gone off the grid. Maybe it was FanDuel. Maybe FanDuel's gonna take me out like I took out Abe Lincoln. Just kidding. That's a joke, guys. That's a joke. I make jokes. All right. See you later. I gotta shit. Goodbye. Fucking ain't true. Ain't true. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're dead. I'm dead.